excited about this price, and you just definitely cannot go wrong with it. So I don't know if I think we sent you to another room. Did you go to another room, Natasha?
I was drawn back to the beds.
Okay.
These beds, they're just speaking my name. I think they're so beautiful. Yes, I'm here. You know, the fountains, it's so hard because once you grab something that's that beautiful and that substantial, you realize that's why people are willing to spend the $900 or $1,100 on them, but they can't move them from place to place. They can't take it inside. Right. What a wonderful value for all of our customers. Congratulations to everyone who was able to grab one, or may I recommend two? Think about them flanking. When they're gone, they're gone. We're down to final quantities even in the white now, so congratulations on that. Speaking of becoming down to the final quantities here, we are getting very, very popular with a couple of the items that are going to be in this third hour of Home Sweet Home today. How about just pour, shake, spray, and wipe? If you do those four things that will maybe take, a couple seconds for the first three, wipe as, thoroughly as you'd like, you are giving yourself a $250 full service car wash, wax, shine, finish on the wheels, on the metal, on the glass, on any part of your car without having to pull out the hose, without having to pull out a bunch of other things. This is the concentrate. All it needs is the water. It includes the actual spray bottle that's creating that foam. You just pour in the water, shake it, spray it, and wipe it. Really love that, especially if you're someone who lives somewhere where you don't have access to that hose right there. Another great item that we have coming up in this hour is what Lou Caputo, who does not mess around with gadgets, or gizmos for that matter, has said is the best steamer he's ever used. Best steamer he's ever used. This is the multi-purpose power steamer. Use it on your windows, use it on your floors, use it on the grouts, those hard to reach areas. I can't even list the amount of things that are coming with this already included, every nozzle, every attachment, every hose, but all you need is water. That's it. And you're gonna have that deep, deep clean that we're all looking for and hoping for. But first, so many of you are loving these. We've sold thousands. Everyone wants to sleep cooler. They want it softer. They want it more silky. They want luxury, and now we have it at the best value. Watched last night and you learned a little bit about Tencel. Maybe you saw Juliana and I in the last hour. So let's see if people can pass this quiz, okay? Tencel or cotton? Which one is 50% more absorbent than the other? If you guessed Tencel, you're right. Tencel or cotton? Which one is more wrinkle resistant? If you guessed Tencel, you're right. Which one is more sustainable? Which one is softer, cooler, more breathable? They're all Tencel. And that's why if you go ahead and you Google right now and you look for the price on 100% Tencel, which is made naturally from that wood pulp of eucalyptus. It is still a naturally made fabrication that people love. If you look for the price, because everyone's wanting cooler sleep, they're wanting softer, more silky sheets that actually breathe, and you wake up and you're not covered in moisture because it wicked it away like magic overnight. That's why they're $150, $180, $190. The average lowest price I could find on the online River store was $100 or more, and all of those were for 4 pieces. All of them. Juliana's bringing you 6. You get your fitted, you get your flat sheet, you get 4 pillowcases, all of them with the 450 thread count, which is absolutely the sweet spot for Tencel. All of them are going to be soft, silken, luxurious, cool to the touch, but also cool with the breathability. The color you're seeing right here is one of our 5 solids. It's the pretty pink. I'm gonna show you the other 4 solids that we have here at the base. If you love the light blue, it's the one I already, did you just see the way that just like princess, the silken voluminousness of this sheet set is wild. It's also what I sleep on, by the way. I sleep on her last sheet set, that is the Tencel. Here is your blue, very, very popular. It's what I just purchased. We're calling it Maldives Blue. These are your staples, your go-to. Don't even think twice. If you're gonna grab 2, get one of these and get the one that brings you joy. Bright white, soft gray, white sand. And this one goes with everything. Here are your 5 prints, because we went over the pretty pink and the Maldives blue. Here are your 5 prints. Everyone loves the Green Goddess. It's a deep, deep green. It's really sophisticated. It's an elevated tonal green, and it is our most limited of everything. If you love plants, if you love the outdoors, and if you love style and fashion and you want to love your sleep again, that's why this one is selling and will be the first to sell out. If you love that, grab it, check it out, because it's not safe if it's just in your cart. This is the one we're calling the Palm Pretty. Was our most popular in the last hour. Still is the most popular. We just had a little bit more of them in stock, so it's not going to sell out quite as quickly as the green. This is the one that I cannot get out of my mind. How fun and beautiful. And it's not just that beautiful candy store pink stripe. It's elevated because of the watercolor. It's just beautiful for all ages. Instant mood lift. Here is the gold medallion. Notice as I bring right here how beautifully that plays with your pretty pink solid. At this price, for $23 and change to get these home for 6 pieces, less than $4 a piece, get the 2. And whenever something is washed or something spills on the pillowcase and you cycle it out for one of these, you'll just be catalog ready all year round. And last but definitely not least is our last print. This is the Snow Leopard. If you saw the duvet, she brings this print back into play. And I know that you mentioned this, G, but it looks so pretty as well with the Maldives. These two are really fun and unexpected. We have Juliana Rancic here with us. It is our 1-year anniversary of her home line. I bought the whole new set again because I asked my husband, I said, tell me the truth. Cameras aren't on you. Do you want me to grab another set? Yep, they're my favorite sheets. And that's not even because they're beautiful. He just wants it to be cool, soft, and easy.
You're right, that's my husband too.
Yep.
My husband loves these sheets. He's a total sheet snob. These are his absolute favorite sheets we've ever owned. I remember when I first said, Bill, we're gonna swap out our sheets that we had, before I created sheets, we used to spend a lot of money on sheets. I go, we're gonna swap them out, you're gonna try my new sheets. He's like, ooh, I really love those sheets that we've been getting, those nice ones from Europe. I'm like, just let me try, can we try these sheets?
Yes.
These guys. And then finally he said, okay, and he could not believe it. Even my son has a set of these sheets because he loves them so much. So yeah, I've created a little bit of a monster with my son too, because I don't know how he's ever gonna go back to just cotton sheets or microfiber. And microfiber, by the way, don't get me started on that. That traps heat. These are so breathable and will give you the most incredible night's sleep.
You can't do this with any other fabrication. You can't see the whipped cream soft silkenness that is 50% more moisture wicking and moisture absorbent than the previous gold medal winner in the category. People who loved cotton, they sacrificed that scratchy and itchiness of the staples just so they could have the moisture wicking, just so they could breathe, just so it could be natural. Well, now you are having moisture wicking, breathability, even cooler to the touch, and it's 50% more, but you're also getting all of the benefits of the smooth silkenness. They are so luxurious and about 1/3 of the cost of what they should be.
And let me tell you, Tencel is a trademark. I've seen Tencel sheets from European designers that have been $1,400 for the sheet set. 2 pillowcases, a flat and a fitted. Not even kidding. Here you are today, 4 pillowcases, the flat and fitted. In any size, it's always the same price. The price is incredible. But if you want to change your sleep game, if you've wondered, why do I wake up in the middle of the night? Why am I hot? Why am I constantly taking my sheets on and off? And then when you pull your sheets off, you get cold again, then you put your sheets on, then you're hot again. It's trapping the heat. It's because you're not sleeping in the right sheets, I'm telling you. Tencel Lysol, these sheets have dominated the market the past few years, but the fact that we can bring them out at this price is truly unprecedented. It's unheard of.
It is.
And in all these gorgeous colors. Another thing, Tencel Lysol, really, the color is so saturated on these sheets more than cotton or microfiber or anything else you're used to. So you get the most beautiful execution in terms of the prints and the colors.
Have you ever had a friend that was a bartender? Okay. Do you know how nice it is to know the person behind the bar? Because you could always go in and they just give you an extra pour, whatever it is.
Sure.
Juliana is your friend who has access to the tencel. She is someone who is bringing you the prices that are 1/3 of what they are on the online River store, in the W blue and yellow store, which by the way, they don't even have this fabrication there. It's very, very high end. Juliana has such wonderful connections that she can utilize with not only her bedding line, but with her clothing line. Her weekly deal drop, that was the tencel, that one sold out. Everybody, every host who touched it bought 2. Myself included, Sarah included, because we touched it and said, this is what we want to wear, it's what we want to feel, it's cool, it's soft, it's more wrinkle resistant, it's stunning, it's elevated, they look like they cost $300 because they do everywhere else. But when you know G, and I don't want her to tell me all her secrets, I don't want her to put anyone on blast, because someone's doing something with this fabrication with Juliana that you are getting 100% the trademark name
the trademark.
at 30% of the cost of the next best price.
You know, Natasha, think of it this way. It's like Diet Cola or Diet Coke. I'm going to say it because it's like, you know, there's the generic brands of things, and then there's the real, like, the what it truly is, right? And the brand name. Tencel is a trademark. So when you see lyocell sheets on TikTok and Instagram, everyone's talking about these lyocell sheets, like eucalyptus. It does not mean that they're Tencel.
No.
They could be some random generic brand of lyocell. These are Tencel lyocell. This is the best of the best. This is what all the people who know sheets, who are total sheet snobs, who review sheets, they know. I've watched videos on YouTube reviewing sheets with like people literally who are obsessed with bedding, and they talk about how there's a huge following of people who are just going crazy over Tencel lyocell. But normally, you know, there's a mid-level retailer right now that I looked at online last night, and they're at about $150, $160 for this sheet set, but ours are in all these beautiful colors and beautiful prints.
Well, I had the numbers written down, $144, $189, and the lowest price I could find on any set was still higher than our price, and they only came in gray, and that even includes our shipping and handling and then some. We are blowing the competitors out of the water. If you just Google Tencel sheet set, you won't even be able to find any in the 6-piece, because remember, she's giving all of you 6 pieces. That split king will have 7 pieces because you'll have 2 fitteds, but they're all the same price. So for 6 pieces with the full set, 6 pieces with the queen, the king, and the cow king. Okay, the Cow King 100% 450 thread count tencel. If you would just ask me on the street how much is that, I'd be like, 240. 240, that would be it. A sale, look for like 190, you know, and then grab it for sure if it's at 150. Look at your screen. 69 should be the flex pay for these. It should be, and it'd be great because we're getting a 6-piece of the top of the line fabrication that, as you can see, it drapes beautifully. It has the weight that you want. There's no stiffness, but wait till you see the difference in your sleep. If you want $40 off of this price, you can call the number you're about to see on your screen and sign up for our credit card. There's no annual fee. If this is the only thing you ever grab on it, that's fine, but we'll take $40 off of the price immediately, bringing this down to just a joke of a price at $29.95. But remember, you don't have to wait for us to mail you that card. We'll give you the card number over the phone, so you really can use it for today. We usually have $10 or $15 off, $40 off. It's a time to take advantage. Should we go over the colors?
Yeah, let's go over the colors. And I'm telling you, these are the sheets that I come out with in the spring and summer because they're cool touch. And it gets hot, you know, and we have had so many incredible reviews on these sheets saying, I live in Arizona, I live in Texas, I run hot. These sheets are total game changers. So, you know what? Even if you just get them today, try them. If for whatever reason you're not in love with these don't work, you can send them back. But I'm telling you, I think you're going to love them and then want to always just, moving forward, you're always going to get Tencel lyocell.
You'll know before you put them on the bed. You'll know when you take them out of the HSN package, your hands will touch them. Have you ever been to the store and they sell the sheets in the little plastic wrap thing and then you try to just unzip just the corner and stick your finger in to touch it?
Always, 100 times.
And you know within 2 seconds if you want them or not? You'll know within 2 seconds before you've even put them on your bed that you want them. And you're gonna say, okay, let me go back and just get another set so I can have the backup set. If you're lucky, you'll be able to get them for 100 because most likely it will be sold out. That's what happened to me. I only got 2 sets of your last one. I did the blue and the green.
Yeah.
I wanted to go back for more, and my color was sold out.
was
Remember,
sold
right
out.
now we have them all still in stock. The solids are the white, bright white,
Look how pretty
perfect
that
optic
is.
white.
Yep.
The gray, and let me recommend if you're looking to completely redo your home, any interior design upgrade on the most budget there is. If you say, I'm done with millennial gray, I want to add a little warmth, just change the sheets. Just bring in that stunning beige tone and watch how everything looks fresh and ready for a whole new life. They're beautiful. It's a very smart color because it goes with cools and
it's so
warms.
pretty, and it's very different from white. Just so you see, that's the sand.
Maybe
and
put
that's
them
the
next
white.
to each other so they can see just how light and different it is.
It's almost like takes out like a tan ivory vibe to it, right? It's like a deep, deep ivory. It's very, very rich and beautiful, and it makes all these other colors, if you mix and match, it adds a richness to everything.
It really does.
Right?
And look at how beautiful it is with this Maldives blue. This is just that vacation on your bed. If you walked into your room and you had these 2 colors in your room, I mean, the invitation to relax, it's there for you.
You got the Maldives blue, right?
This is the one I already purchased.
Yeah.
Yep. And then I was dating. I wanted to see what the different duvets looked like with it before I chose which duvet I want. But the Maldives blue on the duvet is totally solid. And if you like it very simple and clean and crisp, that would be a great color.
Then there's that pretty soft pink.
Yep.
And then once again, the sand, which we love. And I love the sand with this green goddess that has been very popular. I just think that is like such a chic, sophisticated, very rich sheet, that green goddess.
Yes.
I mean, if that doesn't scream premium European bedding, I don't know what does. It looks like you got it in Europe.
And you're
So
getting
gorgeous.
6 pieces of it. I mean, less than $4 a piece to be getting home. Remember, you're getting 4 pillowcases. They are sized appropriately to the bed sizing that you're getting. And you are getting the fitted and the flat. We had 3 other prints here to show you, and one of them is on our bed here to our left. This blue palm, the producer bought it. You love it. It's our best seller.
Yeah.
It's perfected.
I love this blue palm. There's just nothing like it. And the fact that, you know, someone does a palm sheet, usually the palm is green, right? But no, we decided to do blue. I just love the way we designed this. And these are all exclusive prints. These aren't like we bought these prints. We designed these prints with our artists, with our print teams. So these are all exclusive, one-of-a-kind prints. So this palm is really, really stunning, this blue palm. I just love the way it turned out. It's very vertical. It's just, it will transform your room, your bedroom. I mean, you're seeing the different prints here on your screen, but there's that green goddess.
Gorgeous.
You can really see the full look there. It's quite striking.
It is.
And with the sand, it's really stunning. That's the thing, a lot of people are picking up 2. You're doing a solid and a print, and then gonna do a little mix and match game at home. But look at the close-up of that green goddess.
It's the perfect scale. It's the perfect go-to. If you're thinking, I want to grab maybe the white or maybe that gorgeous light sand color, get this green goddess because it's going to be an extra $20 that you're not going to notice that month. But when you take it out, you'll be so thrilled that you're able to give your entire, not just bed, your bedroom, your whole sleeping experience, that upgrade for truly 1/3 the cost of what it should be. Here we have our last print that I wanted to show you. This one was the leopard. It looked so fun with that Maldives blue, but if you know that you want a little animal print, but you want it a little bit more sophisticated and also just fun. Life is short, have fun. Life is short, enjoy your bed. Go to it and say, that's me. That's me. I chose that bed. I didn't just see it and think it was nice and question what other people would think. That's exactly who I am. If that's you, girl, get this leopard and maybe think about the solid to go with it. Because you know who I am? This is me.
That's her.
I love this pink stripe.
I love that. You love that pink stripe. It's so much fun.
Oh, I was like, I need it for winter's bedroom.
There you go.
You know, a little girl's room, a guest room, or even your room, because your husband will not care that it's pink when he touches it and realizes he's not sweating. It's 50% more absorbent than cotton. It's cool to the touch and absorbent and naturally moisture wicking, not to mention soft on the hand, soft on the bed, lays stunningly, washes easily, and has the best environmental impact of any fabrication you can think of in the world other than maybe shearing your own sheep and darning something. It is a totally closed circuit process that would usually come with the extra price tag. Sometimes I say being conscientious, it's a privilege because it costs extra.
Yes.
Today you're getting it at less than the cost of something that could be really hurting the environment.
That's why normally Tencel, lyocell sheets are pricey, because to have that Tencel trademark, They have to be certified, right? It's owned by a company out of Austria called Lenzing. And they have to, you know, they adhere to very strict guidelines of how they manufacture these sheets. So it's from the wood pulp of a eucalyptus tree. To your point, it's a closed loop process, the production process. So less water. It's actually, the water just keeps getting recycled sheet after sheet set because you don't have to dispose all that water every single time. It's a huge, you know, repercussions to the environment. So the fact that it's a closed loop process, that the water and the materials used to make this are just constantly recycled is incredible. But the best part is just the way it makes you feel. We spend so much of our lives in our beds. You know, that is one thing we do every night. We get under our sheets, we get under our covers. I'm in a hotel right now. And the sheets are rough, you know, they are. And it's funny, last night I posted on my Insta story, if you guys look at my stories on Instagram, it was funny because I was showing Sarah and I on camera. It was a repeat when I got home, you know, overnight. They do like the repeats in the morning. And I was videotaping, talking about how, literally I was on set saying, oh, in my hotel room here, I have my own, I brought my own Lyocell pillowcase and pillow.
Smart.
And I go, wait, here it is. And I show a video and there's my little pillow sitting on the bed. But I have to just at least have my face feeling that soft, like it's the familiar softness that I travel with.
It's not even feeling, it actually is more beneficial for the skin to have that moisture wicking, to have, you know, that moisture wicking for the oils and for the abrasion on your skin. And I find when I use my Tencel pillowcases versus my other ones, my hair, I wake up, I don't have knots in my hair is less frizzy. All of that smoothing is the same reason people wear those silken caps at night, but usually silk or satin, it doesn't breathe at all. It gets hot. It looks pretty. It feels nice, but it's just really not the most practical. Yeah. These go beyond practicality to luxury. You mentioned it's the way you feel. First, I'm going to feel great because I'm paying $23 to get the best sheet set I've ever had.
That's right.
Then I feel great knowing that it's the most environmentally conscious. You will feel great when you walk into your room and you see the bedscape of your dreams that you didn't wait to get, because not only are you probably at this point the savvy shopper who has researched this fabrication, and you see what I'm saying when I say we got the friend who's the bartender here. We have someone who this should be coming to us for $180 at a sale price and going back up to $240 at the HSN price.
Yes, exactly.
And instead we have about 2/3 off of what it should be, and that's why several of you right now are actually waiting on hold. We have a hold right now, so if you are online, please wait for us. We will get to you if you want to speak to someone on the line. But if you've never used our QR codes, it's super easy to use. You'll go to take a picture of that black and white square in the bottom of your screen, right on your smartphone. A little yellow line is going to pop up. It'll be numbers and letters. Just touch that. You won't be able to pronounce the line, but if you just touch it, boom, you're in the front of the line. You passed everyone and they didn't even know. So we love that people are really seeing at this point. I'm curious, is the blue still the best seller, Jen? It still is. If you love this one, I would check out. Yep.
Natasha, you know one other thing I want to mention?
Yep.
When I launched my sheets last season, I ordered a bunch for myself because I only get one of each color, and I have, you know, I wanted to have a backup, also for our guest rooms, but I ordered immediately for my mom and dad.
Good for you.
I ordered a couple of sets for them. My mom, I actually called her and I said, which color do you want, Mom? She says, oh, well, I'll do one of the solids and one of the prints. And so is this something special you can send to your mom or your sister, or someone in your life, even people whose homes you go to, like your family members, and you've always kind of noticed the sheets aren't the most comfortable in the guest room? This is a nice subtle way to go, hey, you know what? Everyone's buzzing about these sheets. I got you a little gift.
I don't even mind this white sand with this print. This is even pretty. It reminds me of the sand with the blue.
I love that idea.
Yeah, I love these two together, and I wasn't even doing it on purpose.
The sand with the palm tree.
This is
I love
really
that. It
nice.
kind of grounds it.
You know what? If you're waiting in line to grab the blueprint, toss in the white sand as well. This is going to be the one that when you pair it with it, whether it's just for the top sheet or just for that base sheet, it'll look really intentional and stunning, and it will be that lovely solid. For me and my parents, my mom and my dad, I don't know that they think they're worth it. Sometimes they think to themselves, I've had this sheet, the sheet's working fine, even if it's scratchy, even if I'm overheating. Am I really worth the luxury? And I'm here selling sheets all day, every day. And what are the ones I'm going home to sleep on? It's the Tencel, because I know that it's the best of the best. I understand when it's the $200 price point, saying, is this something that I can really think about? But for $23 and change flex pay, Mom, you're in luck. you're gonna get a gift today because this is something I feel great. You know,
Isn't that a good idea though,
It
Natasha?
costs more to fill up the gas, to go to the store and to touch the sheets that I can't afford.
Seriously. And think about like those are like the little things that make me happy that I think, oh, I'm sending my parents something that I know will change their lives every day. Literally, they sleep every night, they get in bed. My parents were not, before I sent them these sheets last year, they were not getting in the sheets that they deserved every night.
Right.
And my parents deserve the best sleep of their lives. They deserve the best sheets. If I can bring that to them, why wouldn't I at this price? So maybe it's your best friend, your sister, your granddaughter, your, you know, it's just, or let's say, a lot of weddings. I have 2 weddings in June coming up.
Oh, wonderful.
Sheets are a wonderful way to, you know, for that like young couple to give them some great bedding. And they're going to use it. They're going to love it. And it's something that they need to have luxurious bedding. They are going to think that. And they're going to have luxurious bedding in their home to start off their beautiful new home with.
Absolutely, and we only have another couple minutes left, and I don't know when we're getting you back. It's going to be several hours.
Yeah, I think not until 4.
Oh my goodness, so by that time, you could be really running into some quantity issues, especially with our 2 most popular prints. So let's take a look at these again, and remember, it's not just, hey, it's kind of like cotton because it's natural and it's moisture wicking. Statistically, 50% more absorbent. You will have the little fairies that are dabbing the sweat off your body as you sleep and wake up cooler and drier, which is excellent for most people, but even cool to the touch with your hand. Soft and silken, unreal value here. White sand. Here's the pink, here's the gray. Don't you love this one?
The Maldives blue is beautiful. I love that you bought that one. And look, even like the tailored hem, do you see this? The 4-inch beautiful hem here. You know, it's like it's tailored. It's perfectly tailored. It's not ornate in any way. And you can see on the camera there, you can see as it moves, you see that like gorgeous luster from the sateen weave. I mean, these are literally as premium as it gets. And the best part, they are cool touch. They are a cool touch sheet. I run pretty warm at night. I mean, it's funny. It's hard for me to say that now because I honestly don't anymore unless I'm in a hotel.
Yeah.
You know, but when I'm at home, I used to run really hot. There were points in my life where I would wake up literally like, sweating.
Completely. Oh, I had a bed fan. I told you this before.
Oh,
like
yeah,
I used to keep a fan between the sheets because that was the only way to wick the moisture. And the fact that I moved to Florida, started using your sheets, and now I'm not using a bed fan, it defies logic. This would be the place where I'd have the most moisture waking up sweating. I want to show you the weight and the quality of these. The actual weight on the sheet does not, it does not reflect the price point. So I think the price point might actually be a little deceiving based on the quality you're seeing here. This is the best of the best. These are the absolute creme de la creme of the quality because everyone wants soft, they want cool to the touch, they want it to breathe, they want it to wick, they want it to be more wrinkle resistant, they want it to be more durable, and you're getting 6 pieces. I cannot bury the lead on that. Our next best price, it was at 4 pieces. Now we have 6 pieces, which really brings our price down here. Knock another $25 or $30 off. That's really the price of the sheet set because you're getting an additional whole pillowcase set included. Everyone gets 4 pillowcases. Everyone gets the fitted and the flat, but that split king, you'll be getting 2 fitted. I want to show you our couple prints here. These 2 are neck and neck, super popular. And if you are interested in either of these, the Green Goddess or the Palm, you are, and now we're at Pink Stripe 2. Oh. These are the ones that I would recommend. Good for you at home. I see you and I am you. This is just, look at this.
I love that you love it. It's so fun. I know, it's like watercolor paint strokes.
It's watercolor, it's sophisticated. You know, you see all the time those influencers, you're scrolling and you see the rooms, and what's the first thing that makes every bit of difference more than anything in the world? It's the bed. It's the sheets, it's the duvet set. What is it? This is how you bring that joy. I don't care if you got laundry on the table. I don't care if the shoes aren't put away. If this is on your bed, you just increased your dopamine.
You're so right.
All 3 of these are super popular, and if you are hoping to get any of the 3, I'd recommend checking out because some of these are going to get down to the final quantities before we see Juliana again. Thank you so much, G.
Always good to see you, Natasha. Thank you. It's always fun with you. And I love that you love these sheets so much.
Well, I stand that these 2 go together.
That is her. If she was your interior designer, That's what's coming for you.
I just think they're
She
so
loves
fun.
it. I think they're fun
There's
too
no
together.
limit on fun, right? And G, thank
Yes,
you so much for
you're the
bringing this
best.
with us.
Thank
What
you.
hour do we get you again?
4 p.m. I'll be back at 4 p.m. So thank you everyone for tuning in. I appreciate
10
it.
out of 10, another customer pick.
Thank you. I hope so. Thank you.
Yep.
Thank
I don't
you.
lie about buying the things that I'm buying here. So thank you so
Yes.
much for bringing these, G.
Thank you.
Let's talk about Clinique. If you don't love going into those department stores and waiting in the lines and being sprayed with the perfume that's not your favorite, shop it online. Shop your favorites. Shop the world-renowned brand Clinique here at HSN because the whole month of May, is that what month we're in right now? Very well. It's free shipping, and we have some gift sets you can't find anywhere else for 30% off, so we love that. We're going to take a little bit of a break, and when we come back, we have those 2 solutions I showed you earlier in the hour, including Lou Caputo's favorite steamer.
G by Juliana Home combines fashion and function for the home. For the woman who's vibrant, fun, and fashionable and wants her home to reflect that. It's fashion for the space you live in. Exclusively for HSN.
Ready to creatively cut loose? Stock up on oh-so-crafty essentials during National Scrapbooking Month. Indulge in next-level sewing machines, paper-perfect supplies, genius gadgets, and tools to bring your ideas to life. Plus demos, how-tos, and pro tips to fuel your next masterpiece. Fire up your imagination during our So Crafty event. Starts tonight at midnight on HSN and at hsn.com.
Tower Hill by Christy Brinkley is all about looking good and feeling good. These are the clothes I love to wear, and you will too.
Watch Tower Hill by Christy Brinkley.
Only on HSN.
Mix, shake, spray, wipe. Say it with me now. Mix, shake, spray, and wipe. Forget the hose, forget the mess, forget spending $200 every time you want your car to look nice. This is how you do it at 60% off right now, under $40 total. Wow, that's the most beginning price you can get at getting your car detailed for one time. But now with Wash Up, we're giving you, yes, the 19.9 ounces of the concentrated cleaning liquid. And this bottle alone, truly, these will sell for $30, just empty bottles that are like this at a low price. Because they're made to create foam with those concentrates. This is like that professional grade bottle, so I can't believe that we're getting both with so much. Plus this nozzle as well is gonna be included. And are we including the microfiber cloths too? It wasn't on the list. Ooh, this is a good deal. And of course the instructions, but this is what I love. You don't really need the instructions because God knows that's what I throw out first all the time, like the smart person I am. If you can just mix a little water into this bottle, shake it and spray it, and wipe it, you are getting not just the wash, but the polish, the wax, the finishing touch on that car that looks like it came with over $200 and only lasted once. And look, it's so small and easy to take anywhere, and you don't need to have the perfect driveway with the perfect hose and the perfect this. You don't even need to be attached to water. And as I said it once, we'll say it again. You mix, you shake, you spray,
and
you wipe. Very good. Jenny Bond is here with us.
Oh
Jenny?
my gosh, this is so exciting. So we just launched these again and we sold out, we got some back in. So this is a summer must-have. I want you to watch right now. This is Wash Up. It is your waterless way to scrub, protect, nourish, give that car an afterglow, not go through the car wash, don't have to spend all that extra money. So all you're gonna do right here is you're gonna get your concentrate. You're gonna add 4 little capfuls. Then you're gonna add 40 ounces, not 40 gallons. You give it a little pump. You're gonna activate your sprayer. We got our nozzle on. This is your handy dandy power sprayer, and I want you to watch. It's the gunk, it's the grime, it's the cars. I mean, all the buggies that are on your car. So we're gonna give it a nice little spray here. Again, I want you to look closely, and this is me even standing behind it. That foam is now activating on the dirt and the grime. I'm not gonna rinse. I don't have a bucket. I don't have all the mess. You are gonna get 4 of the ultra lush of our microfiber pads.
You get 4 of them?
4 of them, and people have been stopping in here all day. So watch what we're gonna do. Let the foam go in the car, okay? Wherever you want, you can do inside and outside, and we're gonna use, you have a suede side, and then you're gonna get the really lush microfiber side. So allow this to activate. You're protecting the paint, you're nourishing the paint, you're gonna be able to give it that wonderful afterglow. I don't have to rinse. Now all I did was I turn it over. Now we're on our black microfiber side. Now watch closely, I'm just gonna fold it here. You don't have to rinse later. Look at
you
that
gotta watch your screen if you're not watching
guys.
this.
Look at this. Now, why we love
wow.
this, right down here in Florida, okay, we have the
That's beautiful.
all the bugs, right? I mean, and it is really, what, I can't think of the name right now. What are the bed bugs? The
cicadas?
No, the little ones that are
The
like,
no-see-ums? The gnats?
the
snakes?
love bugs.
Okay,
The love
I got 'em
bugs
all
that
in my
actually
yard.
attack
Okay.
right here, and I was like, I'm such an old lady going through menopause, let me tell you what.
You're fine.
I love this right here because it gets away all the love bugs, all the brake grease, all the grease and grime, and I want you to look closely. With your wash up, without having a hose, and I'm gonna do it one more time right here, okay? Without having to go through the car wash, without spending tons of money, it's your one and done, or any time that you want waterless carry-all car wash that you're gonna use less water, but you're literally taking care of the paint of your car. And look at how the foam, it's thick and it activates. We're gonna take our microfiber right here, and now we're just gonna start to scrub, okay? I don't need to rinse, you're not gonna scratch, and we're putting a protective coat on the car. Now look, you've just activated it here. Now I'm gonna turn it over. We've got our little microfiber side right there, okay? Now watch as I come close, again. Watch the shine. Is that not amazing? You don't have to rinse after. You don't have to worry about going through that expensive car wash. You don't have to get your car detailed. You are one and done. It's for every aspect of your car, on your windows, on the inside. And I am gonna tell you, I love that you mentioned this, okay? When you get quality, you know quality, okay?
That's right.
That handy dandy power sprayer is so wonderful. It's so powerful, and it does activate that concentrate, so you're going to get the foam. It's all about the wash-up foam that works, okay? He's in the middle of a driveway or a parking lot. There's no hose. This is your one and done. There's no batteries, there's no cords. We're gonna go right here, okay? So every part of the car, the RV, I keep this in my trunk so I can use it whenever you get, like, you park underneath a tree, okay? And then what happens? You're gonna get all the little buggies and all the little birds that do the dropping right here. Say you just went and got a professionally detailed car. How about let Wash Up detail your car? Now remember, everyone's been coming in here. They're like, whoo, give me some of those microfibers. You're getting 4. They're so lush and luxurious. I use my suede side. You're gonna activate the foam, oh yes, on your glass, on your paint, on the mirrors, on the inside console, you name it, okay? So here, I don't have to now rinse. I don't have a bucket. I don't have any water. Now watch as I come down right here. We're gonna take it on my microfiber side. Do you see how gorgeous that shine is? So Wash Up, Natasha, is not just washing the car. This concentrate is formulated to actually put a protective seal on the car. It's gonna nourish the paint, it's gonna make it last longer, and it's gonna give an afterglow. No bucket, no hose, no quarters, no drive-through. One and done to detail the car all through summer for all your vacations.
You know, I had convertibles for years. I couldn't take them through the drive-through car washes because they would leak.
Yes, that is true,
and then I had to try to figure out, this is how you do it, this is how you detail your car. And I just looked at the 5 ingredients on this to say, how is it really actually the wax and the this and the that? I don't know what anionic means, but I will say you have your wax as your first ingredient. Yes, you're really getting an actual protective coat. Anionic is the word, yes. And I'm in the ear, they're like, yeah, it's anionic. That's the surfactant you're getting. So you're cleaning. It's not just looking like a sudsy foam. You are cleaning and you're waxing. Third ingredient, water softener. That's for those water stains. That's to actually break apart the stains that are on your car that usually took a little more time. Everything that you're gonna be using in this 3 caps will last you, I think, for at least a couple years, even if you're the person who wants...
25 full washes you're gonna get out of this. So 25 washing of your car. Think if you did that once a week, I mean, that's gonna last you till December.
This is why it was $100.
Well, yeah.
Because you're getting
totally
a
worth
couple
it.
years of car washes, and you're getting 4 really well-made microfiber cloths, and you're getting an industry grade. This should be the cost for just the bottle.
Everything is so top of the line here. Again, it's your handy-dandy power sprayer.
Yeah.
There's no batteries here. There's no hose here, everybody. And look, I've already done a little bit. Watch the foam. I can go on the tires, and we're going inside the rims to go ahead and tackle all the grease and grime. Look at your tires right now. Look at the gunk. Now, I use my suede side first, and we're gonna go ahead and just tackle the wheel. Get inside all those areas. Now the car is always going to look like it's been detailed. At my house personally, and I was just talking about this earlier, I do not have enough space to have my hose and get where I park my car. This allows me to go ahead and tackle the areas quickly, easily, and I'm going to be getting that protective coat for all areas of the tires, of the rims, you name it. And why I love it the most, there's an area in my driveway that no matter what, there's always going to be bird droppings on my car.
Yes.
I can now go ahead and tackle the trunk, tackle the door. No one needs to know, and I'm not spending all that extra cash. You are the detailer of your car.
2 questions. Once it's filled up with the water in it, do I have to use the whole bottle in that thing? Okay.
I think that we speak the same language. Okay, so here we go. We're gonna go back to the hood again. So let me show you how easily this is. And I know we just had Mother's Day. What a great Father's Day gift this is, okay? So you're gonna take your concentrate, up to 25 washes. Take 4 capfuls, pop it in here. Fill it with up to 40 ounces of water, not 40 gallons. You're gonna activate it with that pump. This is so luxurious and easy to use. And then now I have activated my concentrate and my formula, okay? Look at the foam.
Willy Wonka.
This is the magic, okay? So what's happening, and if you guys look closely, the foam is now activating on the dirt and the grime and the bugs, but don't worry, we don't have to get a bucket, we don't need a hose. I'm gonna take one of my suede sides, activate that foaming concentrate, take away the mess, and you know, I mean it, the love bugs down here right now, if you're going around like Alligator Alley are terrible, let that set right here. I don't have to rinse. Now watch. Streak free. Look, you can see my reflection here. You're gonna love this. It's
and then if
so
I don't do
great.
my whole car, next time just make sure I do the pump
Pop it in the
before I
trunk.
do the spray.
I never empty it until it's gone. I leave it right in my trunk.
Can I give you a little tippy tip?
What?
Whatever you got left over, use it on your mirrors inside the house.
Oh, yes.
It'll protect your mirrors from fingerprints so that if you are the one who, or even the toothpaste stains and the water splashes, all of that, it'll be longer before having to clean your mirrors and windows if you spray it with this.
All kinds of tricks on this Monday.
And by the way, if you want to get this for nothing, our credit card offer today is $40, which is about as great as it gets. You can go ahead and call that number on the screen. We'll give you the credit card number right over the phone. You won't have to wait for us to mail it to you. You could use it and get Wash Up Wash and that waterless car cleaning kit for nothing. Or if you want what Lou Caputo is calling the greatest steamer he has ever seen, and you want to grab this steamer for about $59.99, this is how you do it. This is a $160 steamer. I think it is still a steal at that price. We're not talking about the little one that you hope is going to get in the grout. We're talking about industrial level steaming at $160 with free shipping and handling and 5 flex, and we've taken $60 off for today alone. So with those 5 flex, $20 bill. Here's what I recommend doing when it's something that you're gonna know after the first try if you love it or not. I recommend doing it on 5 flex, risking the $20, get it shipped to you and try it. Because we're not gonna ask if you used it or not with those 30-day money-back return guarantees. We assume you did, it's okay, we want you to. Try it. If you don't see that it is removing the elbow grease from your day-to-day, once a month, once a year, whatever it may be, cleaning process, taking down that wallpaper, steam cleaning the oven, steam cleaning the shower, the grout, the sinks, the toilet areas, the car engine, brilliant there. If you don't see that it's not doing everything you wanted and more, because if Lou Caputo says it's the best, I know I trust that. Return it. It was a $20 risk. We'll return your 20 bucks. But now is your chance to get it all for a $20 flex pay. And come over here, Lou. And you get it all.
All of it.
All of it.
All of it.
None of these are upgrades, y'all.
No.
All of these nozzles, all the window cleaner,
the squeegee.
Literally, power steamer, hose, steamer gun, funnel, angled adapter, straight adapter, extension pulls, 2 of them, squeegee, fabric steamer, microfiber bonnet, and the instructions, which I will throw away. So, Lou, thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
Yes.
It's 18-piece accessories that come with this, guys. And this is the unit right here that you're going to be receiving. As you can see, has a handle on top. It's very, very lightweight, like around, you know, a little less than a gallon of milk, so very lightweight. It has onboard storage right here, so you can literally, there we go. You can put all of your 18 accessories inside of this.
Cool.
So you're never going to lose them. I love that. And the other thing is it's on wheels with an 8-foot hose, so it just follows you around.
It just means, though, as you're cleaning, you're not going back to the laundry room to find the other.
Exactly.
You just reach in here and do the...
Right.
Everything
It
should
even
have that.
Yeah, and it has a wallpaper remover. Come on.
This is ridiculous. It has its own
It's an insane
purse.
package.
Okay.
Let's show everybody how this works.
Let's show.
So
Yep.
we're gonna come over here to this window. It could be like your shower stall with lime scale and calcium and all that stuff on there and soap scum. So what I'm doing first is I'm emptying the line of water. Now, why would I do that with a steamer? Because when the steam cools down in this 8-foot hose, it turns back into water. Simple physics, right? That's what it does. So we're ready now. Now watch this. Watch how quickly I can remove all the stuff that's on this window. And remember what I said, soap scum, lime scale, calcium deposits. It literally just melts them down. And the reason that we can do that so quickly is that we have a stainless steel boiler inside of this Wagner steamer. So what that, and look at this, boy, that is some hot steam. So what the stainless steel boiler is doing for you is it's giving you the pressure that you need. I'll show you another example. Come on over here, okay? So we're gonna come over to the stove. Now, when my wife Kelly cooks, the stove is pristine. When I cook, it looks like this, okay? All the boilovers, everything gets burned. Yeah, she loves it. No, I'm the cleaner, so it's like I come in with the Wagner. But here's the thing. Watch what I'm going to do to clean this right here. I'm not going to use any chemicals. We don't want to use chemicals on our cooktops, on places that we actually make food, all right? So I'm going to take this. I'm going to use the brush. Actually, wait, I'm going to empty this out first, make sure that the lines are clear.
And I'm going to go behind you because I know this is industrial strength steam.
Yeah, I saw you over there when Jenny was spraying the other thing.
I don't want to talk about it.
No, we don't want to talk about it. Okay, so watch this. Watch the steam. So what's going on here is the heat from the steam is emulsifying any grease or debris that's on here, right? The water is softening everything, and then the pressure literally blasts it right off of the surface. So if I just give this a real quick wipe all the way around here, I want you just to see how beautiful this looks now, the comparison one side to the other. And you know what I used to do that? Water. That was it, just water, you know, because water is free. We don't have to buy chemicals. We don't want the chemicals in our house. How about this one? Inside the stove. I'm gonna open this up here. Now, most people wait a really, really long time to do the inside of their stoves because it's so hideous to do. You can use those chemicals where you choke. It's just toxic, right? If you use steam though, watch this, how I can get in here on this burnt on mesh and it literally just blasts every bit of this off of here. I'm putting a little bit of pressure on there and I am using the nylon bristle brush. But in seconds, it literally just dissolves everything on there and leaves you with just a sparkling clean look. Now, I can do that quickly, right? If you use one of those sprays that you put in there, you're waiting for a really, really, really long time for it to work, right? It's hours. Or if you put your oven on the self-cleaning thing, which I've done that function, I hate that because my countertops get hot because it's like 600 degrees that your oven goes to, and it takes hours to do.
Well, they're counteracting the lack of moisture. They're having to overheat because there's not warm water to actually create the cleaning and the disintegration of the stains.
Exactly. That's exactly what's
This is how to do it. I mean, that took seconds. That took seconds, Lou. And I think people are seeing right now, we have about 150 of you on the line for this right now.
Oh, beautiful.
For a $20 flex payment, to have the industrial professional grade that maybe you're thinking I'm gonna use it on my bathrooms, but once you start to find you went to go wipe something clean and it didn't get clean easily, having in the back of your mind, knowing you have this baby.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna feel
it's
like.
It's a secret weapon.
Oh yeah, floors too.
Look at this. Look at the distance that this throws this across the set. I mean, this is a lot of steam, and I've got 40 ounces of water. That's what it takes to fill this. I can get 40 minutes of steam, and it just keeps going. And look, it's not even dying. It just goes and goes and goes.
That's a 10-foot plume.
Yeah,
you know
I mean, it's
Reddit
going
said?
A good 10 feet away from us. Easy.
Reddit said this in my cleaning forums that I'm subscribed to.
About what?
Am I allowed to say Reddit? Anyway, social media. I'm on a couple cleaning forums. I like to learn tricks.
There we go.
Okay.
I'm stuck. Okay, there we go.
But what they said specifically was if you ever want to know which steam cleaner to grab, See how long the plume
Yeah,
of
how
steam
far
is.
it throws it. Yep.
That is telling you how strong it is how long that plume is. So I've never seen one go 10 feet.
Well, it's the pressure that comes from that stainless steel boiler that allows it to do that. I'm just chasing you all around the set.
I just know it's strong enough. I don't want to be in front of it.
No, I don't blame you. Because,
Yes.
all right, so I did the backsplash. I've done my hardware on here, and you can see how beautiful it is. Because, you know, when you splash the water, when you're cleaning things, that's where it's going to go, is on that backsplash. How about this? Watch what I'm going to do here. Here's a pot, right? Now, soft metals, you got to be careful. Steam is the way to go. I'm going to activate the steam on here, and this is burnt on. We purposely burn this every time before we come out here just to make sure that's stuck on there real good. In just a few seconds, I have cleaned that whole thing.
Wow.
Have you ever noticed, Natasha, when you go in your kitchen sometimes, there's a little bit of an odor around the sink?
Yes.
Okay, so the odor around the sink is actually down inside here, and it's your drain pipe, okay? Take your Wagner, pull the end of it off like this. Just use that concentrator tip on the end. Stick it down the drain. Because what happens is when you put steam down the drain, it's going to melt and emulsify any fats that might be down there, but it's going to sanitize, meaning kill the germs, but then it's also going to deodorize all at the same time. So just me doing what I just did, I just melted everything that was underneath there.
Because it's hot enough to kill bacteria?
It is hot enough. Yeah.
Okay, so use it on every baby toy you have.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
Use it on, I mean, people spend so much money on just the sanitizing sprays.
Yes.
Because they say this amount of this bleach kills that. Heaven forbid you touch your mouth after you cleaned with it, but that's life.
Yeah.
Or you put your food on it after you cleaned with it. Or you get, yes, now you are hot enough to kill bacteria.
Yeah.
Hot enough and have enough strong pressure to get through that fat, that acid, anything that could have been solidified and create gunk, creating debris, creating a stain that is not coming off easily, and you think, so I guess it's going to be an all-afternoon job.
Yeah.
That's when you pull out the Wagner.
Exactly. Take a look at this right here. So this is a cutting board, and when you look at it, it looks clean, okay? Sure. Until we hit it with a black light. Black light shows up when there's proteins on a surface. Look at this right here. So kind of a crime scene when you see it under the black light, all right? Take the Wagner, though, and I'm going to hold this over the sink so you can see what's going to
move again.
What's going to drain over here. There's a lot of movement. Now look at that. You didn't even see anything on there, and already you can see stuff coming off of this, okay? So in just a couple seconds, I'm going to expose it to the steam. We're going to let it deodorize. We're going to let it sanitize. We're going to let the pressure blast off what was ever on here. I'm going to take my rag.
Yes.
I'm just going to give this a quick wipe here just to get the moisture off of that. Now, I want you to see something. Here we go. There's the top of it, crime scene. Look at the bottom. Beauty. Top, crime scene, bottom, beauty. And it does that in just a couple of seconds, and that's the amazing thing about it. We did all of that without chemicals. Let's real quick jump to the floor after we watch this, because, I mean, honestly, if you just were to use this in your kitchen, just use it to do your stove.
It doesn't come with this whole thing, though.
It comes with the whole thing.
The whole thing that you're holding, that's the 2 bars and the handle?
Shebang, the whole thing.
It's a steam floor cleaner?
Well, so here's the thing.
I thought it was just for grout.
A lot of people will buy a steamer, and they either have to choose between a handheld or a floor steamer, or they buy one of each. So this, you can do everything. So we even give you, what I'm holding right here in my hands, these 2 extension tubes, right? You're gonna get the brush that's on the end of this. This brush actually has bristles on it that you could use on the grout, but then we give you this bonnet that's made of microfiber. So if I pull the trigger on here, look at the steam coming out of there. Let's go right down to the floor.
I cannot believe this. I'm sorry. My mind's kind of blown. I read what you wrote. I watched a couple minutes on it. I was like, okay, I got it. It's the steamer. He says it's really industrial. It's the best he's found. Let's see it. These are $300 just to buy this one thing that does this one thing.
All day.
And it's the only way to truly clean your floor without immense on-your-knees scrubbing with chemicals. And the fact that you're getting this plus the one that does the windows, because my vacuum, my steam cleaner vacuum does not clean my windows or my oven.
No, this will do all of that, floor to ceiling and everywhere in between. So what I just did there is I steamed this luxury plank vinyl right there. I love steam on floors because it's not sticky.
Yes.
So like when you're walking around later, a lot of cleaners that you use on your floors leave surfactants behind. Surfactants just attract more dirt, okay? So if you don't have that issue with this like you do with steam, then you can walk on this immediately and it's not gonna stick to your feet. Marble floors. If you've got marble floors, when the sun hits them a certain way, it shows everything. I'm talking fingerprints, paw prints, dust. Watch this. Just take this, and I just use a little bit, give it a couple squeezes as I go back and forth. But I want you to see the beautiful job it does of bringing back the luster of that floor. How about real wood floors? If you use this on real wood, water and wood generally not a good combination. Okay. But because our steam doesn't use a lot of water, and I pulse this when I do it on a wood floor.
Smart.
Just use a little bit like that. I want you to see the difference right there. We got the dirt off of the floor. We got anything sticky or weird that was on there. You know, if there was pollen on the floor, it's going to pick that up.
Oh my goodness.
Whatever it is, but it's absolutely gorgeous.
I didn't even know the old, push mop.
Is that
and then
dry?
It's close to dry.
Wow.
But I didn't even realize the old push mop that I was using, that I had to keep rebuying the refills of the things that I attached to the end of it, that it was poisonous for my dogs to be walking on.
Oh, really?
And if you have a dog who's ever licked their paws, do not use chemicals on your flooring. It's something we don't often think about. So now it's steam only for me on my floors.
Good for you.
And I'm telling you, that alone at $270 is a good price to get a steam mop. If you're able to get a steam mop for $99.99, you know you got a steal. But does your steam mop clean your oven? Does it clean the grout around your little tiny places, behind your toilet?
That's a good question.
Does it clean your windows? Does it clean your baby toys? Imagine taking a vacuum to the high chair. I mean, this is what we're seeing, and that's why Lou says it's the best.
Everything in the house can be clean. I've been selling steamers here for over 30 years, okay? I can tell you, this is the absolute bar none best that I have ever sold, okay? In your bathroom, all the things that you'd want to do with it, okay? You can do the grout real easy. You can do your tiles real easy, because that's where that soap scum's going to wind up. That's where that calcium's going to go. You pay a lot of money for beautiful hardware. Take care of it. The porcelain in the tub, that scum line that you get from the soap, you know what I mean?
Beautiful.
You can get in there, you can take care of all of that. Look at how much steam. It's like I disappear when I do this in here. It's really funny. All right, I'm gonna wipe everything down. Wipe down the backsplash back here. We're gonna wipe down the part that I cleaned. And look at how easy that comes off of there once that steam melts it, okay? It literally melts everything on there and just blasts it right off.
If you have ever tried steam cleaning, or you liked it, but you just wished you had more horsepower, and you really wanted that Lamborghini, this is how you get it. This is the horsepower. It's gonna be fun for the husband. The kids are gonna wanna use it. It really is kind of like the Ghostbuster power pack of steam cleaners.
I love that.
Industrial level strength, and I'll just repeat again what you're getting. That squeegee, that's included, no extra charge. The steamer, of course, included, no extra charge. It even has its own internal backpack purse that holds all of the accoutrement, so you don't have to think, oh, I'd love to get that one area. I didn't put the right attachment on for it. I guess I just won't clean it, because I'm not gonna go back to the laundry room and stop my clean. No, it's all going to fit in here. All of these pieces will fit, other than these two hose attachments, what you were seeing Lou use just now on the ground. Here's that scrub brush he was using on the ground. Industrial strength, hard bristles here. You're getting the microfiber cloth to attach beyond the bristles for your floor. You gotta tell me what this one is. I'm looking forward to learning that one.
That's the wallpaper remover.
The wallpaper remover. And
So,
all of these attachments are all included for a $20 flex pay, free shipping and handling. Oh my gosh.
let me show you a great example of the power of the steam that comes out of this. And by that, I mean, because we've got that stainless steel boiler, that's a 2-inch thick piece of ice right there. You're gonna definitely wanna stand back for this.
Yes.
Because watch what's gonna happen here. It blasts right through there as I do this. But look at that. If it wasn't for the boiler, any steamer that has heat's gonna blow through the ice, but it's not gonna do it in about a second. Look at that, right there, 1/1000. Look at that, 1/1000.
Yeah, we're in a new tier now.
We're in a new tier. Look at the difference right there. I mean, that's remarkable. And then I'll go right from that, we're gonna go to this kid's high chair right here. So if it's a car seat, if it's a high chair, we've actually got on top of this here, we've got some crayon. Okay, so watch this. I'm gonna take the steamer, I'm gonna come in here, and it's actually melting the wax from the crayon, which is awesome, because it's the best way to get it off of there. It's also sanitizing and it's deodorizing all at the same time. I'm gonna give this a real quick wipe.
Oh, wow.
Just like this. So remember, it's not just clean now, it's sanitized. Look at the difference right there.
Can you imagine?
Absolutely gorgeous.
If you had like a garage sale coming up.
Oh, yeah.
And you just took everything that was outside that could be steam cleaned and gave it a once over with this, triple your prices, girly.
Oh,
everything's
easy.
gonna look brand new after you steam clean it. And you normally can't clean a throw pillow.
No, you really can. And so you could use this on your mattresses, because remember, steam kills anything that comes into contact with anything organic, all right?
Yeah.
So we're talking about all the little things that live in a mattress, things that might be in your throw pillows, on your rugs, stuff that you might have on your dog bed.
Yep.
You could use it on all those things, because it's gonna sanitize, it's gonna deodorize, it literally does it all. And the tool that I'm actually using right now on this pillow is the window cleaning tool that we had before. I just took the squeegee off, and we even give you this little bonnet right here that fits on top. I'm gonna do one more thing real quick before we end here. And the toilet. I gotta show everybody this, because remember, it cleans and it sanitizes. On the toilet right here, there's one part of the toilet that people can never clean, and it makes them crazy, and that's all the way around the floor right here.
That's
all
right.
Watch this. The steam actually gets underneath it because it's under pressure. So I'm just gonna come down here. We're gonna give it a squeeze, and I want you all to see what's coming out. I'm gonna stop when we get toward the front here. All right, there. Look at all that right there. That just came from under the toilet. Natasha, I don't even want to think about what this is. You don't either, because you're gonna have nightmares. Look at that.
Oh my goodness.
Beautiful job.
We have just about 20 seconds left.
Oh, gosh.
And with 5 Flex and $60 off, I think what people are seeing right now is it's not just going to clean my floors like those power steaming vacuums that everyone wants for $200,
right.
$300. It's not just going to clean the appliances, the walls, the windows, the tiles, the grouts. It's going to also clean the smaller items, but the best part for me is the power. It's more like a pressure washer than a steamer.
It really is.
Because you could stand 10 feet away and clean something. That means think about the fences, think about the backyard, think about the gutters, think about the stuff you can't quite walk to but you want it to look brand new. All of this, while we still have a couple in stock, because I think we are down to a couple hundred, at least that's what I heard when we started. All of it would be just spectacular for Father's Day.
Yeah, and you'll never have to buy another one. I'm telling you, I've been using mine for a couple years now, and I love it.
Thank you so
You're
much,
welcome.
Lou,
It's
for
my
being
pleasure.
here. If Lou says it's his favorite, I always trust it.
trust
That's
Lou.
all I needed to trust Lou. I love that. We have Rebecca coming up next. I'm Natasha Lloyd. Thank you so much for watching me with Home Sweet Home. I'm going to be off for a few days, but I'll be back again next week. And I had such a lovely time with you today. It really did fly. And I know, Rebecca, oh, you look pretty in that off-the-shoulder top. Okay, girl.
Okay.
Do the
Thank
shimmy.
you, Mama. I'm ready for spring and summer. We're gonna miss you, Natasha. Enjoy a little break. Thank you. Okay, we're gonna keep it going on this Monday with some incredible deals and some electronics that we need to get into your life that are gonna be, I guarantee, life-changing. And in fact, I'm holding one.